So, guys, we can officially get underway here. If you just joined us, welcome to North America against Europe. We got a very special format here. I'll just explain it one more time. We start at the bottom with the lowest rated from each team. Winner stays on, losers out. 3-0 blitz. Key visual, you gotta move. You accepted the challenge, right, Key visual?
The mold challenge.
Well, it's here. There we go. 2 minutes 43. He's given some time odds. Key visual doing the NA time odds. He knows how to do it, guys. Key visual. 933 from Key visual. I think he was converting it into the EU time zone. He's just converting the rating so that the Europeans would understand. Obviously, it was a little confusing for some of the Europeans there. Just converting it so, you know, wouldn't have any confusion. Kind of nice of him to do that. Key visual here against Mole SG. We're taking a look from the European side right now. You know, just want to get a feel for things. It's kind of like when you go to impoverished countries.
Oh no, this isn't it. Key visual is a new account month.
Key visual, new account?
Yeah.
New account. Let's see how this one plays out. Let's see how this one plays out. Already up to the old tricks. Up to the old tricks. Key visual, knight F to D2. Trox here. If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying it. Stonewall pawns in the people's champ. C5 F3. Some unreal moves from Key visual here. Will we see E4 immediately? No, knight E4. Well, actually, 94 is
Not a crazy one.
a bit ridiculous. I'm just gonna let it play out. Mole SG, you know, I'm gonna let him play out. But I'm not gonna penalize the guy too hard, depending on what I see here. I like the way Mole SG's playing, honestly. Yeah, maybe Bishop E7. Go after this guy. Knight C4.
Okay.
Oh, he plays Knight C4 first. Okay. Key visual gonna win it all. Well, the thing is,
Didn't he just lose the pawn? Or did he get the pawn back or something?
like he's probably just a better player than 1000 is my suspicion.
It seems a bit disingenuous.
Oh no, of course that's I mean, there's tactics being blundered all over the place. Knight takes, bishop takes, knight is hanging, but can he trap that bishop? Not quite, because I was at bishop h5. But I mean, yeah, there's stuff hanging all over the place here. You know, there's just literally pieces hanging.
Mole SG is ahead.
Well, Mole SG is winning, guys. You guys are complaining about NA ringers, you know, new accounts, but you got guys making new accounts and like feeding pieces. I mean, rook check. The only thing we might see is bishop f1, takes, king there, and he blunders the mate here. Oh, oh, oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
Okay.
Brutal. Brutal. I mean, I don't know what EU's complaining about. You guys are up like 20 pieces. Plika, key visual. Let's go. Plika representing EU, playing from France. And key visual, the people's champ here. All right, London system, you gotta respect it. Yeah, I gotta respect it. Cheering for NA, but I hope Plika doesn't fall for the old piece trick. Yeah, those were a lot of hanging pieces. Plika knows what he's doing though, guys. This is a nice, solid opening. Solid opening. What's going on here? What? What? I'll tell you what we really have. Key visual is a European martyr. That's what we actually have here.
Just a European.
Once again, a planned terror attack on the French. This is unreal. This is not the first time we've seen this. Key visual is clearly up to something here. The key visual is up to something, guys. This is brutal. Queen takes d4. I mean, what? You better win, Plika. You better win now, buddy.
No pressure. I think it's really clear that EU put in key visual so they could first complain about cheating.
Yes.
With like
a plant.
He's like.
The Europeans plant key visual in the NA camp.
Right.
Complain about cheating allegations. And then really have him working the inside, learning the North American tricks to the trade. Very devious stuff from the Europeans. Very, very devious.
Flick is just cleaning up.
Makes a lot of sense. Makes a lot of sense, actually.
Gonna be like a stalemate or something.
Too many pawns. Finish him off, Plika. You can do it, bud. That's right, the truth. Just typical EU tactics. Maybe 95. Alright, I think he can finish him off. I trust the European technique here. Well, barely, but I do. Barely, but I do. Yeah. Maybe check and checkmate. Or just checkmate. There we go. Plika takes out key visual. And the battle royale is level. Is not my in the chat? Oh, here you go. Yeah, you can challenge. Nice job. Game's on. Plika against Not My, the Canadian. We have to take a look from Plika's point of view here. He is the reigning defending champion right now. There we go, guys. G6 on the board. And we see an opening that Kurtz is no doubt quite fond of. Would play probably the exact same way.
Bishop G4.
Knight C6 and E5 looks ever so reasonable. Bishop E3, Knight B4. He wants a bishop here, and I can't blame him. He's going to get one, but White's going to get back and strengthen the center. The question is how much Not My is going to care about this. How much is he going to care about this, guys? EUNA, we're just getting started here. Rook E1, takes, is still very, very reasonable position for both sides here. Very reasonable. Still thinking, though, is Plika. What do the Europeans think? Lolly gifted a sub to 360 curve. Thanks, Lolly. And welcome, 360 curve. Doesn't feel right seeing you as a sub, buddy. Kappa. Welcome. 360. Knight takes C2, played by Plika, and this could be a disaster zone for North America. Knight takes E1 played. Oh, and that's a check. Oh my goodness. Not my. We said Canadians were friendly. Gotta play. King here, knight there. Oh my goodness. The North American Queen's Gambit once again. Up a queen here is Plika. Up a full queen. There's a rook for 2 pieces. And then just an extra queen. Oof. This does not look good. The Magician. Thanks for the Twitch Prime sub. Plika the Beast. The French Destroyer. The Destroyer. Are we gonna just grab this? Are we just gonna grab this? Rob, that was a little tongue-in-cheek there, bud. A little tongue-in-cheek. I mean, you may as well just keep farming these pawns. Okay, farm that pawn as well. That almost traps the queen. A boy can dream. Unfortunately. Yes, he's currently savaging him. Whoa, Queen E3, alright, I respect it. I respect it from Plika. Guys, that's the type of EU energy that I think it bodes well for the match. I think it bodes well for the match. Great simplification. 2 rooks. I think the Europeans are very dangerous if they're capable of coming up with moves like that time and time again. Time and time again. Knight B2. Yep, Fianchetto the knight. Might throw that check in. How's the time? Europe has got lots of time. He is chilling.
We have a substitution.
What's the substitution?
Well, no one really, on EU wants to give up their spot, but we have a 2360 ringer for the EU being put in. But like, I'm trying to I'm doing the EU's work for them basically. I'm asking, oh hey man, you want to give your spot? We have a 2300 that wants to play. Like, so I'm just not gonna do it. There's a 2300. If anybody on the EU team wants to say, hey, I'm done. I'm giving up my spot. We can put another guy in. But
typical EU having 2300s, but no one willing to let them play.
Yeah, well, it's.
Well, I think that they're just saying that, Eric, because they're pretty confident Plika is just going to beat the entire team from NA. I'm pretty sure that's what they expect. They don't need the 2300. They think Plika is just going to decimate the team.
I just want to sub. I want to make it fair because right now
take that. Take that. Oh my goodness, that's a free rook. Take that.
Okay.
Yes, well, check again. Take it. Oh. We missed our chance, not my.
Alright, I'm not gonna do EU's work for them though. If they want to sub in this other guy, they can sub him in. I'm just not gonna make it happen.
Take that! Oh my goodness, take that! Take it! Thank you. Now check, take that.
No, it's not fair, Yannick. If we kick a 1400 for a 2300, this is really unfair. Also, the poor guy has to make the decision himself.
King back. Yes, yes. NA's being very tricky here. Yes, come on. Play fast. No, you made it yourself. No. No. Plika was not converting that well at all. Not converting it well at all. Plika, you were giving EU the shakes there. They were real nervous for you, but you did pull it off. There we go. Here we go, guys. Plika Plika is playing the London system, and we'll see if Trickard can handle him. North America against Europe. C3. Now I think the Europeans are, they've been working, they've been watching the Hambleton streams. I think they're confident here. They've seen the London system and what it can do. Is this a sub-tournament? This is North America versus Europe. It is for subscribers. And it is heating up here. Plika is heating up. What you got to be careful of for the Europeans is something like knight there, followed by pawn here, pawn there, winning a piece. Very common tactic. That's why you don't usually put your bishop here in this opening. That's right, this is sub only. This is sub only. Knight h5 is a reasonable move as well. Just trying to get that bishop. I respect that, brah. And e5 here, threatening e4, very dangerous. Not playing h3, that's right. The European London system. The Europeans have not played the London correctly since Brexit, which is really, really unfortunate. Trickard here. He knows exactly what he's doing. He's got the two bishops, e5, bishop g4. That's a nice pin, threatening e4. e4 is a nasty move coming up, guys. Knight there does prevent it. We might see some f5. Okay, he goes here. What happens after this? Plika, the nation's hero. The Frenchman. The Frenchman. Oh my goodness, a piece goes out the window. Just don't play bishop there. A piece will go right back. Okay, good. He played bishop d7, guys. We're seeing North American dominance now. Establishing dominance here. Bishop takes f7 did not work. There was no knight g5. The queen was covering. Knight e4 played. NA is up on time here. Also up on position. Will we see knight g5? Just looking for any tricks. Any tricks here? King g2 trying to play rook h1. Pepperoni in my porridge. Music's being weird. Is it just the music? Is it just the music or is it the mic, you mean? I can turn the music off.
Fine.
Is it fine?
Yeah, it's fine. Turn the music back on.
Okay. It's just a little, you know, I don't feel the hype when I don't have the...
No, turn it off, turn it off. I know what's going on, but we can keep it off, right?
It's just bad music. No, here, I'll just put this on. Okay. Music's for me. No, you guys can still listen. I'll put headphones on then. All right. How about that? Is that better? That's right, Poop God. You gotta tell him. Rook takes h5. Oh my goodness. Guys, rook takes h5 has been played too. Rook takes h5. He's going for it here. You gotta respect the energy. You gotta respect the energy. The Frenchman is not going down without a fight, guys. Queen takes h5. Threatening this, threatening that. It all leads to the same type of checkmate. The rook is also going to swing to h1. He's got to take that knight. That's right. Rook to h1. He doesn't care. He has no regard for pieces. He is going for the throat here. Bishop h6 would be a nasty move to face. Bishop h6 covers everything. Bishop f6 covers the mate as well. Queen h7 is not checkmate. He has no regard for the pieces. Is Trickard going to be able to handle himself here? Is he going to be able to handle himself? King f8 played. King f8, guys. Oh my goodness. This could go either way. 30 seconds apiece. NA is winning, but will we see a conversion? Will we see a conversion? The Frenchman is sprinting. He's gonna win the Tour de France. We're seeing some real slow play from Trickard right now. That's a pretty decent move. Jack King E7, and Black's gonna be doing what we call a cock sprint. Oh, some real slow play from both sides. Somebody needs to pick up the pace here. Somebody needs to pick up the pace. Holy smokes! We are at the seniors' home taking a field trip to the retirement center, and G6 has just been played. Queen H8. Gotta play Queen H8. Queen H8 takes and takes on A8. Holy smokes, what am I looking at? G7. Just take that or not. Queen H8. Is he gonna take that or is he gonna take that pawn finally? Everybody is giving up. This is the slowest time scramble I have ever looked at. Queen takes. Promote. Do something. 2 seconds. Plica is so slow right now. Oh my goodness. Plica has been exposed. Finally, the guy has a weakness, and it looks like it was the speed. It looks like the North American speed finally caught up to him. Yeah, Kayabam. Definitely true. Here we go, guys. Trickard against Yaniv. Yaniv representing the EU. Trickard for NA. And we have a Petrov. Guys, a Petrov. We got a Petrov. Music low. I can turn the music up. How's that? Wow, we got a real exciting opening here. Kappa. Bishop G4. We're gonna see H3 from the North American squad. Castle, Rook E1. Bishop H5. And something like knight here from the European squad. Okay, now it's not as bad, right? The bishop comes back to E2 on knight E5. Yeah, bishop E2 on knight E5. And this is a pretty level match here. Time dead even, position dead even. Miko is fantastic. What is happening here? Honestly, I slightly prefer White's position, only slightly. But the nice thing about Black's position is that you got an easy target. So, you know, moves like Queen there, or Queen D7, Queen C6, followed by doubling rooks. Just hitting that pawn, you know. Yeah, bishop d4 played. Again, sometimes it's just easier to attack than defend. So just the simple idea of attacking this pawn is often enough. Whoa, Trickard! What the hell am I looking at here? That's not how the Queen's Gambit goes. Holy smokes. Oh man, Yaniv. The team captain for Europe is leading by example here. Oh, there's pawns hanging. Will we see Rook D1? Another queen sack. These North Americans always sacrificing the queen. It's crazy. Are we gonna see Rook D1? I mean, yeah, it's tough here. It's tough. Rook takes, maybe Rook D1. There has 360. I don't know. I can't explain it. Very nice pragmatic move from Yaniv. Everyone should learn from this. Even when you're up an entire queen, make an extra escape square. It doesn't matter if it's necessary or not. I think that's a fantastic move. It's a good habit to get in. It means that in positions where you might be winning. You just always have that extra move. Why? What would happen if you didn't have that move, guys? King f7, rook d7 would have been in the position. It's a great move from Yaniv. It's a very, very healthy habit. He would have lost his queen otherwise. That's the type of stuff that would happen to a lot of you guys. All because of h6. He's safe. Now he's going to win. Now he's going to win. He's got over a minute. He's looking comfy here. Queen takes c3. He's going to get another queen. And that's a resignation from Trickard. Alright, guys. Oh, I got the power back now. I got the power, guys. I can start the games, so we're going to be having a lot of fun with this one. Now I have the power to start the games. This is going to be fast and furious. You guys got to be ready. Logged in to live chess. Bishop g5. The balls on that one.
What am I looking at him on? What am I watching?
Bishop takes f6. Queen f6. Oh my goodness. What is this? Are we going to see knight d2? Maybe knight d2. Technically, there's a pawn hanging here. Although, it's a little risky to grab. For example, okay, it goes rook g8. You're going to use the open file here. Zach, it depends what people challenge. But the reason is because I just got the power. I just got the power to do the matches. So now it'll alternate. But before the players were starting the games, now I'm starting the games. So now people don't have to challenge. I'm just going to start the games. Now I have the power. Feels good, man. Man, Yaniv is really using these bishops well. Really using these bishops well. Yeah, the Europeans are complaining about rules when it's definitely true that they were afforded one of the greatest substitutions in EUNA history, which is subbing in an almost 2,400 player after the rosters have been locked. So Europeans better pipe down, or the rules might change back. Yeah, don't want to hear any chatter from the crowd there. Yeah. Don't want to hear any chatter. Knight h4. NA's not looking for excuses, Ludinator. It was actually the Europeans who launched a complaint, launched a lawsuit against the double black. The two black pieces in a row. Knight f5, I'm really liking what I'm seeing here. The knight is looking real good. Bishop f8 maybe. Black is technically up a pawn, I think, but I see a lot of compensation with this knight. Rook g8, for example, I see bad things happening with knight e7. Ooh, I don't like this. Why? Because I don't like trading that knight off. It's such a good piece. Such a good piece. And after rook there was always knight e7. Man, this knight, I would keep that thing. So powerful. Glad you're enjoying Slice Serve. Guys, this is not how I would handle the position. It looks like Yaniv K740 has very good chances in this endgame. He's up a pawn. They might not look pretty, but they're there. Kind of like me. Rook e5, king f3. You gotta just push these pawns. You just gotta push these pawns. King e2, rook f1. I don't know, you lose the d pawn though. I think Yaniv is holding the fort reasonably here. Gotta move these pawns up the board. Okay, c6. He's trying to get a pass pawn going. Mind control ultra with 1,000 bits. You are pretty brat. Why don't you take them britches off, boy? Yeah. Thank you, mind control ultra, for the compliments. I am a princess. All you need to do is touch my butt and feed me tacos. That's what they say on Tinder, right? That's the probably the most common Tinder line. Touch my butt and feed me tacos. It's like King F3. There's no pass pawn for Yaniv though. This is getting scary. 30 seconds for the North Americans against 20 for the European squad. Rook H8. This is scary, followed by a check. Oh no, this looks real bad. Nope, he's in trouble here. Oh, he had to take with the king. Now he's in trouble. Check. That's gonna be a queen and Yaniv. It looks like he's gonna go down here. B2. Last ditch effort. But I don't think it's gonna be enough. Queen takes B2. Is this a tactic from... Whoa, he doesn't even take it. That was a free queen. Yaniv, the chances were missed. Oh my goodness, queen takes B2. It wouldn't be an NA game without a queen hang. It just would not be an NA game without the queen hang at the end. GG to Yaniv KZ. There we go. Salt, sweat, sugar. Oh no, he's from Ireland. The Irish have representation in the EUNA tournament, guys. For those that don't know, the Irish have been the main proponent of victory in the EUNA matchups for the Europe squad. The Irish are very, very dangerous players. Salt, sweat, sugar. Salt, sweat, sugar. And it looks like we're going to see bishop e2 and d4, d5. Knight e4 played. Wow, insufficient technique. Already coming out with some moves here. Knight e4 taking advantage of the pin. Looking to get some trades in. Any bets on who will hang their queen first? Well, the odds are really, really skewed against NA because, I mean, guys, NA's been hanging queens every single game. NA's been hanging queens every single game. Queen check, maybe d4. d4 looks strong here. Yeah, this is a tough move to meet. Okay, he gets the bishop trade. I think that's good because otherwise d5 was about to win a piece there. So that's good. That's right. North America does not need crutches. Like queens, for example. We don't need them. We're going to get this trade in for the North American squad. Up a little bit on time so far. Maybe h6. h4 is a great move from the Irish. Just looking to play h5 and tickle. And the time is evening out here, guys. Like I said, the Irish are very, very dangerous in these EUNA competitions. They know what to do. They are born fighters. Rook e8. Rook e7 and doubles. You'll only see this from the North Americans, guys. Doubling against your own pawn on a completely blocked file. And you'll only see this from the Europeans opening up that file. Oh, looks like he's staring at a brick wall. Let's remove that wall so he can see. Knight e5 next. Knight e5 next. Queen to c3. That's a real EU spectacular right there. Queen to c3, not taking the rook back. Like I said, some of these things you'll only find in the European Union. Queen to c3. King to f8, really inviting some trouble here. Holy smokes, what am I looking at? Oh my goodness. King to f8. The European Union is rallying behind Queen to c3. Knight to d4, played attacking the pawn, attacking the rook. He does save the rook, which is good to see. And if knight takes here, queen takes, trading when you're losing. What the hell? Take that queen. Oh my goodness. Knight here. Good lord, what am I watching? Knight f3. What is going on? Queen to c3 again. Queen to e5. Queen to b7. No, this is checkmate. This is gonna be mate. King here, only move. Queen g7, king h5, where's the mate? Check. King to g4. Oh, he plays king g8. What am I looking at? Oh my, and he's still thinking. Why is he thinking? Oh, don't do it. Oh, thank God. Oh. Queen g7 finally played. Literally no words for that. No words for that. Salt, sweat, sugar. The salt comes from NA right now. The sweat comes from EU. And the sugar, well, that's Queen g7 right there. That's the salt, the sweat, and the sugar. There you are. There you are, nitrous oxide. The game's underway, guys. We have salt, sweat, sugar. We're taking a look from his perspective here because he is the reigning champion right now. He's holding the belt. He's playing the same opening. You'll probably notice that I just gave the EU squad 2 whites in a row, so we don't hear any gripes. D5. Well, Yaniv, you also got a substitution for a 2400. We were discussing that. Overall, the EU NA is willing to reach a settlement agreement. We'll call it even. The dark squares don't look good, but honestly, this is a very, very nice way to have your knight defending here. You can develop this bishop. I wouldn't even put it there. Personally, I would put my bishop here and look to play bishop d4 and trade. Nitrous oxide is rerouting his knight. You'll often find this from the North American squad. What happens is about halfway through the game, North Americans will get a little impatient. They realize that the Europeans are quite bad at chess. So they'll start setting up the board for the next game because they realize there's no point in wasting too much time here. So just a regular tactic from the North Americans here. Just getting set up for the next game. Don't need to waste too much time here on the Europeans. H3 coming next to kick that bishop. Yes, Yaniv, of course, VODs are always available. Always available, buddy. So, I mean, a fantastic position here for white. We can't understate that. Knight c6 to e7. Ooh. And if queen c8, you're going to drop your queen. If queen there, maybe rook takes e7 or simply knight takes king h8, knight there. So queen c7, only move. Knight there should have been played. Knight there should have really been played. That's a chance missed. Salt, sweat, sugar should have played this while the knight was still there. Would have forced queen c8, knight e7 would have won the queen. Now, knight b5, queen d8, knight there, the queen escapes to nowhere. The queen escapes to nowhere. Where is it going? The queen doesn't have any squares. Knight here? Oh, knight here though, after queen c8, you just can't get my queen. You had to do it when my king was on g8, so it's check. I mean, let's not forget, an amazing position for white, but I believe he missed a free queen there. Once again, the curse of North America hanging queens is intact. Knight f6, great move. Guards the bishop. Knight f6 is fantastic. Nitrous oxide trying to stay in it. A minute and a half each. Knight c6, where's this queen going? d7, there would follow rook e7. It's gotta be rook e7. And then queen c8, rook c7, and then queen e8. Oh my goodness, he's not trapping that queen, he's going back. He's going back, knight c3, where are you going, bud? Here, let's get that queen out. Let's get that queen out. Maybe rook takes. I can even sack it. I can even do the sack attack. Personally, I would sacrifice. I do not trust the Europeans. He's going to go for it. Nitrous oxide plays rook takes e4. That's very bold. Admitting that he is worse here. Admitting that he's worse. Takes. Down material is NA. And just looking to struggle. Stay in it. Rook takes e4. King g8. Reasonable if you want to lose pieces. Queen takes f6. Should appear on the board, and it does. Nitrous oxide. I mean, if you survive this one, I think there's going to be some very wealthy donors looking to give you a raise. Nugent, thanks for the Twitch Prime sub. Man, the salt, sweat, sugar is just destroying here. I mean, this is a great move. That's a great move. That's it. Right there. He's like that salt, sweat, sugar is like the young up and coming boxer. You know, he's getting his name known in the ring. He's the salt, the sweat, and the sugar. The salt, the sweat, the sugar. Opponents have the salt, he puts in the sweat, and he always finishes off with that sugar, baby.
This is ridiculous. I'd like to give NA a pep talk. Real quick.
You'd like to give NA a pep talk.
We're losing to Irishmen, and this is very disturbing. So let's
your cornerman, Mannered Monkey, would like to give a pep talk to NA. And we all saw how scared we were the last time that we got a pep talk. We all saw how bad it was. NA needs a talking to.
That's right. Listen, EU, like these EU guys, NA, they can't even follow simple instructions. I filled out the NA roster within 15 minutes of starting the stream, and then EU couldn't even get guys together. It took them hours. So we're sitting here struggling against stupid Irishmen, losing, and it's ridiculous, okay? I need some better work from you, NA. Really, it's quite frustrating to be sitting there watching NA just struggle. King G8, come on, it's ridiculous. Come on, guys. Unbelievable.
Unbelievable. Very upset as Kurt's in the back. You do not want to see your cornerman upset like that. He's going to be squirting water all over the ring. D Glidewell against Salt, Sweat, Sugar. And as is customary, we're going to look from the perspective of the guy who's been winning. And that right now is Salt, Sweat, and Sugar. C4 played by D Glidewell. We got a 1500 a rating favorite here for North America. But it all comes down to the games. It all comes down to the games. Bishop here, bishop to b4. We see it on the board. Now there is a variation here, which is not that. That's not a thing. Maybe queen here. Tricky. I like queen there. I like queen there. Idea to take on g7. If knight takes here, takes there. Okay, so he takes on c6 first. Black can decide how he wants to take, because even a queen trade here is good for black, even if you have to move the king, because you just want a pawn. Eagle 198. If it's a draw, the players just replay the match. Queen here. Oh, he goes queen there. It's not the same thing. Knight to f6. Knight to f6. And then you cover. And when you do a rematch after a draw, it switches the colors, so... White can have a reasonable position here, though. If he plays a4, bishop a3, tries to play in these dark squares. That's the only way I see NA doing well here, though. Copy Patzer, first of all, it is a sub-only tournament. Second of all, it is indeed too late to sign up. We are underway here. Sorry about that, buddy. Yeah, we got Age and JL waiting in the back. Hello to BJH13 in the chat. How long have you been here, BJH? Have you witnessed some of the ongoings today? Because some of these games have been absolutely ridiculous. Right now we have Salt, Sweat, and Sugar trying to put on a show for the people. E5 looks tempting. We might see Queen D2 after that. I kind of like the idea of Queen H4, but again, h6 is a little annoying in all these lines. Maybe take and play c4, rook there. Some moves here. Yes, BJH. I mean, it's been brutal so far. It has been brutal so far. Rook to b1, e5 played. Will we see h6? Yes, played. I would take that. I would take that and then take your pawn back on d5. D-Glidewell, you got to do it for the boys. Is he going to be materialistic or is he going to try to keep the two bishops? Is he going to keep the two bishops here? What are we going to see? Or is he going to go absolutely mental and play bishop takes h6? I mean, NA has been usually sacking queens, so a bishop would be kind of low scale. Okay, he does take his pawn back, right? Yes. Okay, even material. Bishop e6 with tempo, though. Rook c8. I think black still has a great position here. Bishop e6. Maybe rook here, rook a5 to put pressure. This is the type of position. Do you guys remember what Yaniv did in his game? He just played a move like this. Right in the middle of nowhere. And that's what white should do very, very soon. Because you need that escape square. I worry that he's going to get back rank mated here. Gotta watch that time, D-Glidewell. Gotta watch that time. Gotta watch that time. Oh man, he's thinking too long here. Rook c5, rook c8. Strong move. Get a trade of rooks. Hit that pawn afterwards. So we'll see an exchange. And then maybe rook c1. Balanced position. Probably prefer black. I think I prefer black. Rook b5 played. Reasonable, but after takes rook b8. Gotta get down there. Look at the time, though. He does play h3. Unfortunately, I'm not sure that was well timed. I like check and rook here, and then we're going to win a pawn. We are going to win a pawn. Rook b2 at the end. Rook c8. Salt, sweat, sugar with a ridiculous move. Take that. You got to take that from D-Glidewell. Whoa. Rook a5. Let's take and then give check and rook c2. And okay, or not. Rook c7. The thing is 51 seconds against 30 seconds for D-Glidewell. D-Glidewell here. What are you doing, bud? Rook c5, you're like, trapping yourself. Rook c3 even. I mean, what is bishop b5? Salt, sweat, sugar is taking it easy on him. Rook a4. We got some NA maneuvering here. Don't know what's going on with these things. c4 has been played. Will we see rook c7, f5, e4? 18 seconds here for D-Glidewell. He's got to pick up the pace, guys. He has got to pick up the pace. Bishop there. Is he going to take c5, c6? You got to put the rook behind the pawn. Rook behind the pawn. That's how you do it. He's looking for c6. That was a pre-move by white, so he's capable of some pre-moves here. King h2 for no good reason. c6 here. c6. Rook there. c7. Rook there. Rook there. Yes, yes, yes. Check. And then queen. He's got 7 seconds. Can he do it? Can NA pull this one out? Rook c8. Gotta take all the pawns. He's doing the pre-moves. He knows what he's doing. Take that. Take that pawn. Take that pawn. Get rid of it. Get rid of that pawn here. He's just gonna queen. He's got the pre-moves. 4 seconds. Does he have it in him? Rook check and do the ladder technique. He's got it. NA for the win. NA pulls it out. D-Glidewell 0-3-2. That was a very recent sub to the stream, and he's making every second count. That was clutch from NA. He came out with the pre-moves there, and EU goes down. Salt, sweat, and sugar. Now the salt is on the EU side. Foyer is up next. And now we're checking out D-Glidewell's game, guys. D-Glidewell is a new reigning champ. Pep talk works. Yes, Kurtz, I think your pep talk really inspired D-Glidewell here to represent.
Well, I just knew as team captain that we really needed to put in the weeb against the Irish.
The weebs against the Irish. You feel like you found an exploit.
Right, like I don't know if I don't play like trading card games, but I imagine it's like that sort of thing.
A hard
like,
counter.
Like it's a weeb is a hard counter to an Irishman.
A weeb is a hard counter to an Irishman. D-Glide has the speed to make it happen. I agree. I agree, Habs YYC. That sounds legit. Sounds legit. You gotta play E4 here. Otherwise, E4 happens and it's just over. Is Fourier gonna play it? Or maybe he's gonna play Knight D2? Is he gonna play Knight D2? I don't like to move Rook E8 because actually after this trade, I want to play F5. So bishop here, maybe I want to play bishop to G7. I can appreciate that. Structure favors white just because of the pawns, more space. But white needs to maybe get something like G4. Try to play on the light squares here. I like the idea of G6 taking and F5. If black gets some space here, I think he could do very well. Kurt's the Bill Belichick of chess. Ooh, this is gonna be a big attack for Fourier, guys. Who's excited? The EU people better be rallying right now. You better be rallying because this is a great position. Although F5 and E4, I'm not sure I want to allow F5. No. I thought we were playing E4 and G4. Can't let black play F5 and E4. This might be bad. Oh, you gotta play F5. You gotta play F5. D Glidewell. If I was white, I play this. I play move G4 and I put the clamp on that move. I don't let you play F5. That's a big misstep there. No need to allow that. Queen there, only move. Well, you could go there too. But do not go to D3. Ooh, this is maybe playable, yeah, because of Rook F2, but that's a weird one. Barely surviving here. Rook F2. Bishop takes. Whoa. I don't think this works. Takes. Queen takes. King F8. I don't see anything for the European squad. I shouldn't say I don't see anything. I should say I don't see anything that works. So takes here. Are we going to see G4 or are we going to see Rook takes F5? What are we going to see? Rook H6 maybe? Maybe Rook H6? There's chances here, guys. There's chances. Rook H6 and after Bishop G7, Rook takes F5, Rook takes D6. Europeans are tricky. Europeans are tricky, guys. You got to respect that. I like to move Rook E7. Is that playable? I think Rook E7 is a tremendous move here. The bishop covers H8. G6 hanging. The thing is, after Rook E7, I can just play Queen takes and... Oh, no. Guys, the Europeans are going to whitewash here. Just Queen takes G6 and Rook takes F5 and it is over. It is all over after that. Oof. This looks real bad. 22 months for Grinnith. Rook takes F5. This is painful. Fourier's putting the dagger. Oof. D Glidewell is not going to get out of this one. He is not going to get out of this one. NA hanging all the queens. It's always a queen hang for NA. Oof. You're not getting out of this one, buddy. Sorry. Now, if you survive this, you deserve like a Congressional Medal of Honor. Unless we see a move like this from the Europeans. A move ever capable of the North Americans, but I expect better from EU. Check. King C8, check, and you're going to win one of these rooks here. Or Rook H7, and you're going to deliver a mate. Maybe Bishop here, only move. Gotta cover this, but we will see a mate either there or there. King C6. There's a mate no matter what you do. What? Okay, I mean, playing with his food. Playing with his food. EU can't find mate in one. You know, EU tactics, what can I say? Rook E7. I mean, the thing is, D Glidewell was probably shocked. He's just never dealt with someone who maybe hasn't read a tactics book before. Pawn takes is actually a checkmate here. Pawn takes is a checkmate. There it is. He finishes it off. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter how it happens. It matters that it happens. As Foyer takes out D. Glidewell on the North American side. Danny Echo. Are you online, bud? Yes, you are. Danny Echo. Let's take a look from Foyer's perspective. D. Glidewell. D. Mathman. Good games. Reppin' NA. Nola Versio from Italy. Nola Versio. Thank you for that sub for 3 months earlier. Sorry I missed you. And a red Prius as well with Twitch Prime. Thank you guys. We got Foyer right now repping EU. Danny Echo for NA. And the ratings are starting to heat up after this, guys. It would be nice if colors were beside the player. Well, it's very simple. The name on top is playing white. The name on the bottom is playing black. I think that's pretty self-explanatory, personally.
I think he means in the lineup, but that not actually clear. They would change the
Oh, but the colors according to the lineup is never clear because if you win 2 in a row and then you lose, it's not always just alternating.
Hold on. Foyer gained 30 points after that win. Hold on just a second here.
We have some investigations.
Some dirty EU tricks.
We have some investigations into the authenticity of Foyer's rating. Pending investigation, EU could be under some sanctions. EU could be towing the line here. 30 points gained by Foyer after that win. We could be looking into some investigative authorities as we have the best man on the job, Eric Corporal Kurtz, is taking a look. The Anti-Doping Commission here at chessbrah Inc.
No, it all looks legit. Come on, it's an account from 2009. He just hasn't played a whole lot.
An account from 2009, so a sleeper cell. You have a sleeper cell martyr from the EU who has awoken with a purpose. A 2009 account. A decade has passed, and now his time has come. A decade has passed, and he's been summoned. A sleeper agent. He awakes with one mission only, exactly.
Well, is his mission to lose this game against Danny Echo? Because White has a great position.
White is a great position, but you can't ever count out a guy who has been training in some special European, like Swiss Alps camp for 10 years, Eric. 10 years. He's probably like, he probably has like a Swiss gear backpack and everything.
No, Danny Echo is putting on a clinic here with the 2 bishops. He's going to absolutely brutalize for it.
The sleeper cells are coming, Malgar. Malgari, they're coming. Rook c4. We're gonna see rook c8 doubling. We gotta move this rook and play bishop to f1. Gotta play bishop to f1. But again, I mean, Black's position, he's playing quickly, and I don't like Danny Echo's handling here. After bishop there, we could even go for the crazy g5. We could. Thanks for the host, Bill Baum. Appreciate you, brah. And Foyer, the sleeper cell, like, I mean, these are the type of people that, it's like in Troy, where you summon Achilles. This is Achilles. You know what I mean? Foyer, he's been in the trenches, training for this very moment.
I think this is evidence of the sleeper cell of Foyer. He has a blog post that just says DSA.
DSA?
It literally, the title is DSA.
Was it posted in 2009?
Posted in 2015.
Okay, so a 2009 account, no games. A 2015 blog post that says DSA. What does DSA stand for? That's the Department of Sanctions Authority. That's the Department of Sanctions Authority. Once again, the sleeper cells are aware. Very, very suspicious stuff. That's very suspicious stuff. Foyer. Department of Sanctions, exactly. You just can't trust it.
Wait, but Danny Echo passed pawn here.
Danny Echo's looking good, but he's got 30 seconds and a lot to prove. A lot to prove. Hello, Chess Bay. NA is winning. That's right. But I mean, who's surprised here?
NA isn't winning. The position we're winning, but we're down on our roster.
Oh, we're down on our roster. The game.
The game.
I mean, NA getting flagged.
Oh.
What the? This is a crazy. Danny Echo coming in with some moves here. My question is,
Doesn't work.
do we play the move like Rook A8 here? Or Rook A7, Rook here, Queen takes. I don't think that this works, but Foyer is going to be real scared handling this one. Queen down, but I think he's going to get it back here, guys. And Foyer might be panicking. Will we see the EU panic? Rook A7 played. Queen takes. Oh, and he does play it. Wow. Foyer took a long time and did find it. Rook A1 is probably not the move. I think this is much better than Rook A1. That's a nice move by Danny Echo, but we will see a check here. We will see a check. Danny Echo, we got to see some speed from you, bud. Oh, with 4 seconds ticking down, it's not going to be the case. No, I'm not seeing the pre-move speed that D. Glidewell had. I'm not seeing the pre-move speed. Foyer wins on time. Danny Echo goes down. And we're moving up the list on the NA roster, but now the heavy hitters are coming out.
Guys, I can't give a pep talk every time.
Now the heavy hitters are coming out. We're calling on Seanzilla. We are calling on Seanzilla to take out Foyer here, who's gaining 30 points at a time. Department of Sanctions is looking into the case.
Just a little bit suspicious.
Department of Sanctions is investigating. Seanzilla's here with a big 1859 rating. And Seanzilla is going to have to take him out for the NA roster because right now he is hurting them. Like right now, what it is, Kurtz, is that Foyer is wearing down the NA team. So he's like an irrelevant kind of minion who's just doing damage to you. He's like taking minion damage. The NA roster is taking minion damage. Just small little attacks. They don't do much damage, but they add up over time. They add up over time. Seanzilla here, not trading queens, electing to win that pawn back, bring the rooks to the center. This looks like a reasonable position, but Foyer is going hard here. He is handling an 1860 player, way above his pay grade. Let's see what he can do here, guys.
I'm confident that Foyer is not going to gain any more rating. I've looked him up. I've searched our databases for him.
We've cross-referenced.
And I think this is his peak, and absolutely no way he goes beyond 1615.
Foyer, known associates, Stonewall Ponson. We're just doing the background check right now.
Well, I've looked on other chess servers, and I think that he's even above that rating now. So we know that he's really not going to be overperforming past this.
Oh, it's not even just November 2015, guys. It's the sleeper cell. 2009 the account was made. B3. Gotta play Rook D8 from Seanzilla. That looks proper. Okay, Rook C8 to start. I would definitely have preferred Rook to D8. Knight A4. Will we see Queen C7? Probably only move. Queen D8 can be played, but Queen C7 looks a little better. And do we take that? I can't tell. Can't tell if he's going to take that or play Bishop F5. Bishop F5 played. Now we're going to see Knight D4. Knight D4 would have been good there. It's the bishop, and this was pinned to the queen, so he couldn't have taken back. Rook D8, hitting the queen. Oh, that's a free queen! Foyer, and Foyer resigns! He doesn't even let Seanzilla take his queen, he just resigns. I think he is going to receive some lashings from the EU coach. He is going to receive some lashings. Shame, 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 shame. Yaniv is going to be whipping his boy for that. You never resign. You got to make him take that queen.
And Yannick is actually patting him on the back. GG though.
And Yanev says EU players play until death. So what does that say when your team captain disowns you? Foyer coming at him with a European Japanese crossover ponytail, and Yanev just cut it off. He just cut off his ponytail. And I mean, I can just feel the shame. We can all see the shame. It's written on Foyer's eyes. The poor guy is in shambles here. I think that the DSA sanction committee was getting to Foyer. He felt the pressure. He was being investigated. He claims innocence, but he cracked under the pressure of the DSA Investigation Bureau. So we have to say that, you know, Foyer unfortunately goes down, taken out by Seanzilla. Creative Sacrifice, you're up. That is a 1400 account, and Kurtz, we're gonna need the DSA on this one.
God.
We need the
You
DSA.
guys can't be... This is so
We need the
suspicious.
DSA on this one. 1400. We need some investigation.
But he told us that his rating was 1600.
EU claiming 1600, coming in, weighing in at 1400.
January 17th, 2009. 10 games.
2009 sleeper cell account.
2019, excuse me.
Oh, 2019. January what?
17.
January 17th, 2019.
10
Excuse
games,
me.
10 Blitz games played.
Only 10 Blitz games played. Creative Sacrifice.
No.
Claims 1600.
You guys gotta like the EU is breaking out. They're like alternate accounts or whatever to play.
Yes, they're alts, exactly.
I don't know if they're just trying to like psych everybody out or something. But it's very disturbing.
Well, Seanzilla is maybe in trouble here. I like to move E3, knight there, king over, threatening bishop check. Maybe we can do that. No, maybe better than E3. Maybe E4. One of the two. Maybe it's an idea.
No, these I can't. We can't trust these EU.
But
guys.
even still, after knight there, you know, we can block and everything. It's not over. White Dancing Rockstar says typical NA accusations. The Justice Bureau is on the case though. We have some of the deserters. Diagonal Lady says, as a European, even I object. We have some strong opinions from the Europeans themselves.
E4 played.
E4.
Godzilla may be getting in there.
I preferred the move E3. I think E3 was a little better because now if you take, there's not really a bishop check because I can just take it. So I don't like the move E4 as much as E3. Well, if he was really stream sniping White Dancing Rockstar, he would have listened and played E3 instead of E4. Now he plays check, and after takes, Queen D7, Black is doing fine. Black is doing fine. Oh, we're gonna see knight takes and maybe this. Ooh, maybe that. Maybe a little bit of this, a little do-si-do. A little do-si-do. Is he capable? Is he capable? Straight Genesis, what's going on, buddy? Queen takes B5, brutal. Not finding a win on the spot. Queen takes A8, trading queens and then taking the knight, which would have been an absolute whitewash victory for the NA squad.
Talk every time. Big yikes.
Queen C6 would have ended the game on the spot. Liam Ches says he's getting ready.
No faith, Liam Ches. You gotta
Yes,
support your team.
exactly.
I'll have no chirping, but there's still a game in progress. NA, simmer down. Support Seanzilla here.
Knight C3. And the time is an issue here for Seanzilla. He's got that 1800 rating, but it all crumbles under time pressure. We're all victims to time pressure.
Support your team.
Well, Creative Sacrifice was dead lost some moves ago, so I have no gripes with the account validity. Chess Tim suggests that Chicago Dave should be getting ready. Board 1 for the NA roster. Are we going to see knight takes c5, knight c5, and the bishop e3, maybe take that pawn. 2 pawns here for black, 2 pawns connected, outside pass pawns for white. That would be a reasonable imbalance. Bishop c7. If king takes knight c5, I don't like this as much as just taking and bishop e3 check, but nevertheless, he's going for it. Maybe rook takes and rook d8, are we going to see? King c6 played. That's a good move too. 30 seconds here for Seanzilla. What does he expect? He's putting himself in the hole here. He's putting himself in the whole creative sacrifice. What does he have in store here? This time situation I am not liking from the NA squad here. Maybe rook c4, rook c2. Okay, he's going to double up. I like rook c4 just because it gave me the option of check later on. He's going to double up. And we do have ideas. Some knight checks. Maybe some tricks. Maybe some tricks.
Come on, Sean.
Okay, we got to maybe get the rook over. Or he's going to go with knight check first. Can he come up with any rook c7 and take that pawn? Seanzilla's got to play fast. He's got 22 seconds. He's from NA and he's got a dream here. Knight here. Maybe bring the knight in as well. Knight c3 retreating. EU style. Takes. You got to get that rook down there. King c2.
Hey, get a draw. Get a draw, bruh.
King b3.
Come on, Seanzilla. Come on.
King a4. b4. b4.
Come
Block.
on.
He's found a way to secure at least a draw, I believe. But he might go for more. With 13.5 seconds, we see craziness ensuing.
Come on, Seanzilla, come on!
He blunders the whole
No, he doesn't
take it.
Seanzilla, go!
Oh my
Leave
goodness.
the mate on the board, give him mate!
He's gonna mate him on the board. He didn't take the free rook. Next mate on the board.
Yeah!
Seanzilla comes up with the victory as creative sacrifice does not take the free rook on the board. The blunder and then the counter blunder. The counter blunder. The free rook on the board is creative sacrifice. Could not put away Seanzilla. Not today.
Even the accounts, the brand new week goal accounts, saying 1,400, 1,600 fake ratings, we can still take them down. They're not sending their best, Amon.
They're not sending their... Send another. Send another.
What's next?
Send another. And it's on. We're going to take a look at Seanzilla's game because the guy is streaking and it would be a third win in a row for Seanzilla. This would be 3 in a row if Seanzilla can pull it off here. He's playing Alexander 1-2-2-3. More people from the NA roster have been taken out. So he's got some low rated opponents that he has to take care of. Seanzilla carrying the whole team, says the chat. Knight d2 played. Knight f6, a very, very standard position here. As Alexander, 12-23, has got to be satisfied with the opening. Sovereign, glad you're enjoying. Yes, good vibes. As we witness a rather, principled game here. Probably the most principled opening we've ever seen.
Hey, didn't I see this in Tata Steel?
I think you did, bud. Saminem, NA versus EU, best stream. Saminem is the resident draft poacher from the European Union.
Diagonal Lady says, come on EU, do it for the European Parliament. Do it for Jacques Delors. Do it for tax harmonization and the Schengen Agreement. Some pep talk in the chat from EU.
Jacques Delors.
Jacques Delors.
Do it for Jacques Delors. Do it for France.
For the Union.
For the EU.
Make Merkel proud.
Do it for EU. When I think of NA, I think of EU. Some developments here. I don't know why there's a queen on e1. Rook e8 is about to be played. Rook e8 is about to be played. And the pressure on the center. I would like to put that knight back on f6, rook e8, and just apply the pressure to the center here. Bishop e5. This is not pleasant. Knight b8 is a very unpleasant move to play. I would personally want to move this knight and sack the rook. But I can't even do that. Because knight d8 hangs the whole rook. And now rook c1. We're going to see queen d7. e5. Not even putting pressure on this. What am I looking at here? Queen d7.
John, please.
Bishop b6, rook a7. A great position for Alexander. Is he going to play queen e4 next? Is that what he's intending? There's always bishop g6 after that. Queen e4, there's bishop g6. He's got to play rook c1. Queen e4, bishop g6. Get yourself out of dodge, Seanzilla. You can do it. There's no f5 because it's pinned.
Burger Bay veterans are chiming in the chat. Got some real veterans here. Nice to see.
Well, it's nice to see that the veterans are still supporting the war. Queen h4. Take that. Take that. I don't even know if he knew his queen was hanging. But rook a7 is a tremendous move, and it does work out for Seanzilla. If you take care, you can take back. Your queen is still protected. Seanzilla. He's untangled. He's untangled here. Unbelievable stuff from the NA squad. Unbelievable stuff here, as we do see him climbing back from the dead here. Knight c6, there's a rook on a7. Who knows what it's doing there? The last time I saw someone so locked up for that long, it was actually Takashi69 for 47 years. Thanks for the resub, Takashi69. Knight g5. This does not look good for Seanzilla. We gotta maybe take on d4 and just cut our losses. Rook f6 is a very weird move. Very weird move. But it might have to be played. Knight takes d4, and it's gonna get ugly here. The bishop's hanging. You gotta play bishop takes, and then maybe knight takes f7. You gotta play knight takes f7 next. There's knight e2 hanging. There's so many things hanging. Bishop takes, you gotta take with the rook, and knight takes f7 is not as dangerous. Take with the rook. Take with the rook. Get your rook out of dodge there.
Can I get some NA spam? Give Sean your energy. He needs it.
27 seconds for Seanzilla. The guy's addicted to time trouble. Let's see if he can play like Grishuk. Rook there. He missed it. Alexander missed the idea. Rook takes B. And with 20 seconds, we're going to see if Seanzilla can pull it out. He's got 20 seconds on the dot. A minute and 15 seconds. Can Seanzilla pull it out? King there. We might see knight f7. Knight f7. This could be bad news for Seanzilla. Knight f7 threatens a mate. Also threatens knight to g5 with maybe a perpetual. Now there's no knight f7. I think he was listening to the stream, but that's right. You got debated. It doesn't work now, buddy. That's right. When the EU listens to the NA advice, they don't know how to apply it. That's right. Takes. Pawn takes. We're going to see rook d7, king g6. Oh, no. Blunders. You got to push those pawns, Seanzilla. You got to push those pawns, buddy. 3 seconds.
Come on, Sean.
3 seconds. 1 second. He doesn't have it in him.
No.
He doesn't have it in him. He's down a full minute to Alexander. 12:23, and the 1600 takes out Seanzilla at 1850 plus. The EU fans are going crazy in here. The EU fans are going mental. It's hard to keep them contained in the stadium, guys. We might have to call DSA security. And here we go. We got to take a look from Alexander's perspective. He's the EU hero right now. The underrated, the undisputed, the underappreciated Alexander 1223. See Hiva in the chat supporting his EU brethren with 500 bits from Weroango. Thank you for the donation. And what do we have here? Knight f to d7, a move that you will only find in the EU. This is a move of the most rarest of breeds. Knight f to d7. I think he got his notation wrong, but he's committed to the move now. Knight f to d7. Very special EU substances being consumed. I've been saying that for a while, Hiva. The LEC, they're really missing a commentator that can appreciate when things go wrong. And watching NA versus EU is pretty much like resistance training, stamina training. How long can you contain yourself when you see blunders every second move? How can you do it? We're witnessing right now. Alexander 1223. His knight on d7 doesn't look too shabby. Castling, rook d8. What are we going to see here? We got Mwando with a 6 months in a row. It's been 6 months. Let's hug it out. Thank you for the support. Half a year, buddy. Oh, your fire never gets extinguished, just like everyone on the EU squad who was on fire. The fire represents anyone who won 2 games or more. We have e5 played. What in the heap and heck is e5? We got maybe some internet troubles for NA. He takes, he opens up the rook. We got knight maybe coming into d5 here.
Numcheese, Twitch Prime.
Hello, Ellie. Thanks, Numcheese, for the Twitch Prime. Come on, missed my resub. Feels bad. Mwando, were you just listening? I just said, I just read your message. Let's hug it out. 6 months. I said thanks. Buddy, you're not listening. Queen c3. Knight c7 is a threat. I would honestly take with the pawn and maybe go try to play d6. I don't know. Rook takes is a good move too, though. Rook takes is a good move too. This might be running into trouble here. d6, queen c6, all sorts of bad moves. After knight back, there's d6, and this is getting real uncomfortable here, guys. This is getting real uncomfortable. Not castling is a very standard EU procedure. Take that knight, and Liam Ches is gonna put Alexander in the dirt. He's gonna give him a noogie. Queen takes b6, and this looks like it's all over. That is a free piece, but look how quickly Alexander plays, guys. Look how quickly. Look how quickly he plays. A minute 54 to a minute 16. And internet issues for Liam Ches. Okay connection, some lag. Some lag. We have some lag from the NA squad. A 1 bar connection. Oh my goodness. Takashi69 is seeing more bars than Liam Ches right now. And
it's
that
an EU DDoS.
An EU DDoS. Yes.
DDoSing Liam Ches.
An EU DDoS is taking place right now, and it's ridiculous. Liam Ches is being targeted.
Unfairly targeted. Just like Takashi69. I mean,
just like Takashi. Yeah, that's right.
Just like Takashi69.
Right.
Liam Ches unfairly targeted.
Yes, the bars are being displayed here, and it's unreal. Liam Ches is fighting against the system. Fighting against the system.
Unfair.
He's got an extra piece, but he's got no connection. He's got no connection.
It's just some Russian hacking of the election and Liam Ches's connection.
JJ 2051, thank you for that sub. Kiva's bringing out the bamboo stick. We got 30 seconds. The connection. The EU DDoS is taking place. Can he pull it together? C6 next, and you got to keep pushing those, buddy. Bishop check. That's right. Put him in the dirt. We are not going to go down to the EU connection, bros. Take that. Bishop takes c8. Queen your pawn. Take that, and then queen. Oh no, is he going to lose connection? It's a race against the clock.
The Russians are not sending their best hackers. Don't fall for it, Liam Ches. Come on.
D8. D8.
Push, buddy.
You can do it. Do it. Check. Check again. Rook d7. Rook d7. It's mate in 2. Mate in 2. He's disconnected.
No.
He's got 1 bar.
No,
come back. Rook d7. They're trying to hack him.
No.
Come on. You're here. You're here, buddy. I know you're here. Yes. Yes. We battled the hackers.
I'd like to demand before the next game starts that we have an independent commission look into Russian interference in this NAEU.
Yes, we are going to be hiring special ops task force to be examining the hacking that's going on, the clear hacking that's going on. As NA pulls it out, Liam Ches emerges victorious despite many connection issues. Angus Fisherman, you're up, and let's take a look. Liam Ches, you're up from Europe, Angus Fisherman. We are moving up the list. Remember, Tajdi, Liam Ches, Nicholas Dice, Nesco, all you guys who are next on the list, make sure you logged into live chess. You might be needed very shortly. So far, everyone's been real good about that. Haven't had any issues so far. But just a reminder, you see your name coming up, get ready, you might be needed. North Americans utilizing the French defense. I think they saw Plika earlier on in the competition from Europe. The Frenchman on fire really did well, and now we're trying to... 1 bar connection again. Liam Ches is being targeted by the European hackers.
Absolutely ridiculous.
Ridiculous targeting.
Ridiculous. EU up to their dirty tricks yet again.
Knight f3, knight c6. Angus Fisherman is taking a very, very generous time advantage. The hackers.
Russia's EU, it counts. It's in the same continent.
Oh my goodness. A4.
See you, Space Carlson. Thanks for the sub.
What we had earlier was we had a username Salt, Sweat, Sugar. Now we have Angus Fisherman. And I hope that his Angus is peppered. I hope his Angus is peppered for the North American rectal invasion that's about to occur. Taking away from the center is definitely a little suspicious here, I would have to say. Angus Fisherman, though, I mean, the guy's got to play faster. Why? How? Someone explain to me how the Europeans can be down on time while they're hacking.
But they're DDoSing our guy and they're still down on time. Just goes to show they're not sending their best. They're not sending their best. We're gonna.
Can someone explain to me? Can someone explain to me how it's possible we'd be losing on time when we got a guy on like 1 bar here? I mean, it doesn't make any sense. Poor Liam Ches. He's like an alcoholic. He's been at the same bar the entire time. And yeah, he's just, the guy's not even up on time against him. It's ridiculous. I don't know how it's possible, but Liam Ches, once again, is up on time. It's crazy. Angus Fisherman really needs to pick it up here. Really needs to pick it up. Mita Romar, this guy's not doing anything. He's just trying to hold the fort here. You gotta bring that king to the center, knight c5. The thing is, you're trying to keep NA down with time tactics. But we all know that when it comes down to pure skill, NA's easily got this. After b3, we'll see take, knight d3 and rook c3 tacticos. Thank you, C Space Carlson, as mentioned, for that sub. And a minute 44 to a minute 08. Angus Fisherman. My goodness. You wouldn't expect a Fisherman to be getting the pole. You really wouldn't. But that's what we see here from Angus Fisherman. Unexpected. Rook d8, c5. Let's go king f8 to e7. Chris Herrera's in the chat. Game drawn by agreement. What in heap and heck? Who do you work for?
Hold on.
Whoa. Hey, who works for who here?
As team.
Wait a minute.
I want no draws.
Who works for who?
No. Unbelievable, NA. Unbelievable, Liam Ches. I need better from you.
Wait a minute. Team captains are confused. Nobody knows who works for who. We got unnamed. What's going on here? Liam Ches agreeing to a draw.
Better endgame. 30 seconds up. Ridiculous.
This is like we're about to close the drug deal, and all of a sudden, everyone pulls the guns out. Hey, whoa, hey. Everybody calm down here. Who works for who? Who works for who? What is going on here? Nobody knows. I'm not sure who's being represented here. For all I know, the East Asians might win the EU-NA matchup. This could be the first time in history that we see China and Russia colluding to win the EU-NA matchup. The first time in history. Yaniv KZ is on the phone with his European agents, contacting Mannered Monkey over the phone, trying to reach an agreement here, a settlement.
No settlement. That draw was completely ridiculous. I am very upset.
D492, and what is going on here? Great position for Angus Fisherman. Why did Liam agree to a draw? He had a time advantage and everything. I mean, good gracious. Bishop G4 here. Liam Ches continues to lose connection. What are we going to see? Maybe H5? Liam once again being targeted by the hackers. Maybe F4, H5, all good moves. He goes with F4. F6 from Angus Fisherman seems to make sense. Let's take. You have the E5 square for Angus Fisherman. Liam Ches, queen here, rook here. Make some room, NA coming through. Hiva with some EU energy in the chat. Make some room, NA coming through. Queen takes e6, knight f3. What I'd like to see here is knight g5, bishop h3, king h2. King h2, but Liam Chez is being targeted here. He is being targeted. Knight e5, you gotta take that. Rook f1, get the rooks on the open file. Queen f4, okay, that's a reasonable move as well. Whoa, avoiding the trade, let's go. Bishop here, yeah, maybe e5. Depends where this queen goes. Queen f6. Chris Rera, we didn't reach quorum. Not enough Mexicans were represented. You're gonna have to work harder. You're gonna have to get your amigos in here, my guy. You're gonna have to get your essays from Denver. You're gonna have to contact the whole favela. Queen takes f4, gf4, king g3. Teams are locked in, that's right. Teams are locked in. Rook f2. Rook f2 to rook g1, swinging over with h5 coming. h5, but again, Angus Fisherman, despite appearances, not up that much time at all. Kind of crazy. He goes rook there, he's gonna go rook there, maybe f5 as well. Takes or f6. Remember, if rook e8, there's always this bishop d7 move. Keep that in mind for later, guys. Keep that in mind for later. f5, he goes for rook there. He just gave a really juicy square for that knight on e5, though. I don't know about this. Knight e5. I don't know if we should take, because after taking knight e5, you control the f-file. It's dangerous for white here. Got to play rook f1, maybe, to threaten the rook there. Great move from Liam Chez. Time is about even. And he's going to take that rook hanging. Maybe we take that. Got to take that here. I think we take and play f6. If you check, the king runs to f6. f6, you got to throw that move in there. Thrust. He's thrusting. Rook's going to f5. King h6. And then he can try to win that position. Although Angus Fisherman is still holding very, very strong here. After rook g8, knight e5. Decent position. But rook c5 is hanging with rook f5 and rook takes h5 coming. Knight b4 played. Knight b4 played. What's he going to do here? He takes the pawn. But maybe rook g8, get the open file. Taking on a2. Really materialistic we see from the EU. Very materialistic. The king is simply going to slide over. Black's starting to unravel here. I don't see the checkmate. I don't see the checkmate. Rook takes king f6. And NA is, 24 seconds and connection issues being hacked here. I don't know if he can pull it out. I don't know if he can pull it out here. King g3. Bishop here. And connection issues once again. He plays king g3. What's he going to do with the bishop? King f4. He hangs it. That's what he's going to do with the bishop. He says, here, you take it. Knight d3. He blunders the rook now. It's not taken once again. King g3. King g3 and the rook is hit. Take on d4. Protect your pawn. Is this connection issues once again? He takes the knight. No, you don't take the knight. You gotta take the pawn and just try to push him. Now he's just gonna get flagged, guys. He's just gonna get flagged. It's all over. Liam Chez, he just doesn't have it in him. The connection issues are strong. The EU hacking system has worked. The EU hacking.
EU hacks. So unfortunate.
Angus Fisherman takes out Liam Chez. Let's go. We're taking a look from Angus Fisherman's perspective. 1893 going up against a 2175. The NA is reaching deep into the pocket and pulling out some of the heavy hitters.
Oh wait, that's right. Angus only won. Don't want to attribute any accolades to EU that are unnecessary.
Did Alexander beat Sean Zilla?
Yeah. Alexander, it was a massive upset, and then
right.
Liam Chez took down Alexander.
Right. Well, it's an honest mistake to make because you just never expected the EU to win more than one game. So, understandable. Copy this flash if NA is trash.
Wow, no one's copying it.
Queen b6, trying to maintain the grip on the dark squares here, is the national master repping North America. Sacre bleu. Sacre bleu. What smells like poo? I don't know about you, but I think it's EU. G3 is a decent move to handle this. Maybe an ideal is like king h8, f5, trying to get that bishop open on the long diagonal. That's definitely an idea here. Knight e5 played very quickly, and that pawn is loose. But just queen back, and maybe f4 after we handle this bishop. Maybe rook d1. But black's got a good position here. a5 played. He's looking for a4 for b4. He's looking to expand. Maybe we take and play knight takes b5 though. I think that was in the position. That was definitely a big idea there. That was a big idea there. b4 played. Now this knight's going to have to move, and Angus Fisherman, the position seems to be getting slightly worse every move. Yes, the EU people, the problem is that they practice their copy pasting more than they work on their chess. So they're they're natural born shit posters, but you don't see it translate into any results. That's d5. That's the first time we've actually seen the NA squad learn. They learned how to properly hang a queen. They learned how to properly hang a queen. They've been messing up the whole time. Knight takes c2. I don't know if knight c2 is the best move. It's probably okay, but I mean, just taking was really good. That was check. And then we could take pawn takes c2, but rook takes c2 is not the proper reply. That's a big mistake. Now it's all over. Takes and rook d1, and Angus Fisherman is going to be out for the EU. Rook d1 is going to be it. And we might see, I mean, if rook c1, just rook d2, takes, bishop takes, take the knight. I mean, yeah, rook d2 check, and then take the knight. That's the proper way to do it here. And I don't think that's too hard to find. But up a full piece here after you take on a8. We're going to see some technique. Rook d2, take that knight, and it's all over. Take on f3, bishop e4, and then rook d1. GG's in the chat. And that's it. That's it. That's all over. We see the 2175 putting his foot down. An easy clap. An easy clap. And we're moving on to Pajde. You're up next. All right. Pajde from Bosnia and Herzegovina. Let's take a look from the perspective of the winning side right now as NA won that last game. And the rosters start to even up here. Just making sure, once again, a reminder, Ice Storm 00, Nesco 23, I am Baldric, Agent JL, Chicago Dave. Just checking that you guys, some or all of you are in the chat. Get ready, you guys might be needed. You guys might be needed soon. Queen E1, Queen H4, we're gonna see F5, Bishop H6, Knight G5, and a typical NA demolition attack. F5, this is, well, we know what's gonna happen. Bishop H6, knight there, maybe lift the rook. We'll see. Takes, Bishop H6. I'm not sure if Pajde is aware of this, but he is about to get absolutely destroyed here if he's not aware of these tactics. Queen G5 is about to be lights out. Absolutely lights out. Once again, Europeans not knowing theory. Guys, I have a feeling this could be a raffle stomp here. This could be an absolute destruction. Knight G5 next. What are we going to see after this? Are we going to see repetition? No, there's Queen G5 check. But I think you actually might want to leave the queen here. E5. Diagli says, haha, Pajde got rinsed. Rinsed. Well, we'll see, buddy. It's not over yet, but it's very close to over. F7 is hanging. You wish there was mate there, but there's not quite checkmate. Where do you go? Where do you go after this? Queen B3, Queen C4? Trying to play Knight F7? It's almost good. It's almost good. Where's the win, though? No coaching. I'm not coaching. I'm saying I don't know where the win is. I'm saying I don't know where the win is. This is very annoying. We can't get our knight in there. Plus, I'm not coaching. I have to commentate. That's the way of the road, boys. Whoever's in the winning position, whether they're NA or EU, I always give the moves that I think. Not even necessarily the best moves. The moves that I think. But the thing is, even bringing the queen back, queen e7, knight f7, king there, that's not even good. He decides to take on f5. Knight e6 maybe next. Knight e4. Once again, showing us how to sacrifice the queen. That's the second time we've seen the queen get sacrificed properly in a style. Well, this is real tempting, but it doesn't work. Now the queen really is hanging. Will we see queen e7? I don't know if that works. That looks like too much. Too much. Maybe he's gonna bring the queen back, but then gets a little risky. Queen c7 is a pretty good move from Pajda here. Oh, maybe we play queen e7 and knight check allows us to play queen there, for example, if rook e8. Maybe that's why. Minute 22 and a minute 12. I think queen c7 is a very resourceful move from Pajda. I like it. I like it. Knight e6. So after takes, the knight is almost trapped there. But is it? I think it is. It should be. No, sorry. What am I saying? You can always come back to e6. Not trapped. No, not trapped. Maybe we can do this. Knight takes e4 takes. Bishop takes f5. Rook takes c7. That's probably the best you can do for EU. I don't know what the pawns are in that final position. Maybe they're dead even. Ooh, rook b8 though. You can't let that pawn fall. No, this is not good. Maybe b3. This is not good for the Europeans here, guys. I think you have to play knight takes e4 and bishop takes f5. Rook there, normal. All right, are we gonna see h5, h4? Yes, we will. Energetic play from the European. Will he take, or will he play rook g4? Rook g4, knight e5, unfortunately. Unfortunately, he hung his knight after takes, rook h6, and he's gonna get put away. Pajda's going down here. Just d6, or sorry, e7. But he had a way to just trade the rooks off. And again, the Europeans are going down one by one. All right, let's take a look from Nicholas's perspective, who is now on fire. Right?
That's correct.
Now he is.
Ooh. Smith Mora.
Smith Moran already very tactical. Nesco 23, is that the Netherlands? We got a Dutchie in here. Always nice to have the Dutch representation. Wouldn't be an EUNA without the Dutch. Knight takes d5. Abe 1907 says, seen him play and he is truly good. This looks like maybe Nesco 23 is known in the community. He's known in the community. He has a rep already. Street cred for Nesco 23. Unbelievable stuff. c4, are we going to see knight b4? I don't know about allowing knight c2 here, but maybe it's okay. a6. Okay, knight a3. This already looks good for black. I like this position for the NA squad here. This already looks good. I like to move a6. Knights are very strong. Problem is we don't... EU tactics, boys. EU tactics.
That's the EU for you.
Yeah. Ice Storm 00 from Iceland. Is he going to defend the honor? Is he going to defend the honor here? Looks like NA didn't even need to dive that deep into their roster, guys. Did not need to dive deep into the roster at all.
Okay, we have... Iron Baldrick is ready, but I just like to point out, Amon, that when we recorded Ice Storm initial rating, he was 2150, and now he's 2124. He's lost rating.
He's been practicing and he's been nervous. You can tell he's been practicing nervously, and he's already lost rating in the practice sessions. Ice Storm came in, weighed in at 2150, and he's already cut weight. Big time. Lost 26 pounds for the fight. Ice Storm, I mean, F5, I don't know much about this opening, but isn't that the principled way? You just play that, bishop h6, knight g5, same kind of tactics. F5 is premature, says Boodog, the Grand Prix historian in the chat. F5, bishop h6, I'm a simple guy. I see F5, I play F5. I know nothing about the opening. It's good to have people willing to teach me about the Grand Prix attack. I would just play F5 knowing absolutely nothing. But I'm being told by the chat that after this move, it opens up knight g6. Bribe the captain. Well, the EU captain, I'm not sure how he feels right now. In the chat, where is Yan FKZ? Because the guy is going to need to give a talking to some of his players here. Ice Storm and I Am Baldric. Basically, he used all his cap space buying I Am Baldric, heading the squad. So we're really going to need to see some return on investment for Yanev, or the EU squad could just be going down here. We see connection issues for Nicholas Dice. Member offline. Member offline.
Oh no.
Once again, DDoSing from the European Union.
Classic EU
Classic
tactics.
EU tactics.
Classic EU tactics.
Taking the guy with the fire emojis and hosing him down. The EU firefighters. It takes a guy from Iceland to ice the red hot Nicholas Dice, who's only just come back and plays the move G4 in frustration. Plays the move G4 in frustration. I can see the red envelopes being delivered to the Russians right now.
I am calling up the White House just to complain about this behavior.
Unbelievable stuff, but Ice Storm thinking like crazy after the move G4. Will we see knight takes? Will we see pawn takes? What will it be? Pawn takes. The knight is loose, but there's no entry points so far. No entry points here. Will we see F5 or something crazy? Bishop E3, rook there, but it hangs B2. It's a tough position to play. If rook B1, it hangs the knight. If B3, it hangs the knight. It's hard to get developed here for Nicholas Dice, and he's facing connection issues, but Ice Storm, from Iceland, is not facing connection issues. He's just slow. He is just slow.
They're not sending their best.
F5 played. Finally, we do see this idea. After takes, the knight is hit. Will we see knight D5? Yes, we do. And the question is there a checkmate here? After takes, F6, bishop H8, knight G5. Does that lead to mate? It's very, very close. That looks really good, guys. Takes, F6, bishop there, knight G5. And how do you stop that? How do you stop that? You gotta play H5 there. It's the only move. H5, takes, and then calculate. Now calculate, because it's about to be over. Bishop takes F6 is a move. Bishop F6 takes maybe. Cover H7 like that. Ice Storm is not playing bad at all. He is hanging in there, guys. You gotta give it to Ice Storm, playing under pressure, keeping a cool head here. Will it be queen there? Will it be queen G7? Queen G7 played, takes. Avoiding knight E6, maybe rook E8 here. Rook F6 played. Will he play takes, bishop to B7. Knight takes C5, he's going real greedy on this one. Bishop C8, rook E8 is possible, pinning. This bishop has to develop, you gotta cover your last rank. The two bishops could be very dangerous here for Ice Storm. Bishop G5 developing with tempo, rook to F8, covering rook E8. B2 is hanging here. The bishop's gonna get developed. I think black has extremely good compensation here. Bishop looking to go to F3. Then maybe bishop D4, and all of a sudden we really feel the pressure here. Bishop e4, yes. Looking for rook takes here. Looking for rook takes on b2. Rook takes on b2. Oh, Ice Storm really misses there. And with 20 seconds against 16 is going down to the wire. Ice Storm from Iceland. Can he do it for EU? Can he do it for EU? Rook check, king up. King up, and we see some very quick moves played. Take that, and rook takes b2. It's going down to the wire. 10 seconds, 14 seconds. Both of these players are very fast. Rook takes a2. King up. Black is winning. He's got to hide his king on h6. He's going for the cock sprint. He's going for the cock sprint, boys. What is he doing? And he's going for the win. He is going for the win. And White's going to win in true NA fashion. He is going to win on time. He's going to win on time. That's how you do it in NA. That is how you do it. You take them out one at a time. Get flagged, EU. And here we go. I am Baldric. We're going to take a look from Nicholas's perspective. He is on the win streak. He could end it all for NA right now. He could put it away for the North American squad. I am Baldric, a big 2383, cap space being used by the Europeans.
Ooh, h5.
D5 immediately played by Nicholas, playing in the center, reacting to the G4 advance, threatening G5. He wanted to get this clarified. Maybe E6 or knight takes C3. The pressure is on. Can we get a DSA investigation into I am Baldric? DSA investigation ongoing. Don't know anything about this guy, but he is the European ringer being brought in. The Dutch being used. DSA sanctioned and approved. Waiting for that final stamp. Right now, I am Baldric is battling. It's gotta be good. It's gotta be D3, right? It's gotta be D3. D4. I like D3. Open up the game.
No, the account seems very legitimate.
F4, F5.
Except that he plays a lot of low-rated people a lot. Might be a
Well, then he's not. And he's not going to be very useful against NA. $23.83 is his peak rating. The Europeans have really brought in like some sort of cyborg Thor that has been training for this very moment. Training for this very moment. Taking here looks very, very good, but you don't need to do it yet. Maybe you could start with C3. Bishop D6, most likely going to be played. Encouraging knight takes, pawn takes, maybe try to use that diagonal. But White can play the move B3 and really open up the queen side here. This could get dangerous for Black. Also, a little bit of a time advantage opening up for I am Baldric. G6 played queen F3. So what? Just bishop D2, B3? What is he going for here? Knight E7 played. This looks loose. After knight takes, pawn takes, queen F6. You hit the rook. You hit the E6 pawn. That's going to be a winning tactic. Queen F6. That is going to hurt for the NA squad here. This is going to hurt for the NA squad. Kivalal copied this flash of NA is trash. Right now, NA is winning. But Europe has a very strong anchor that they're relying on. And we gotta have Agent JL and Chicago Dave standing by in the bullpen warming up. Bishop G5. What a move. Not even taking that pawn. Applying the pressure. We got H4 hanging. King D7, just rook E1, and this is all over. Just a terrible, terrible position. This is not going to work out. Completely tied down is Nicholas Dice, and this looks all but over. H4 hanging, D5 hanging. Rook G7 is a sad, sad move to play. Bishop D6. Then maybe Rook D8. Rook E6, something like that. Maybe just Rook A8. Well, Bishop D6 has got to be an automatic move. Automatic Bishop D6. we go. Finally played, but 25 seconds. Just getting roasted on the position and roasted on the clock. The Nederland supporters are cheering Lekker Baldrick. Lekkerman. They are cheering for him. Rook here. We're going to see a check probably. If you check and the king goes to c6, there's rook e6. Minute 24, he's taking his time. Agent JL in the bullpen. He is warming up. And will we see, are there any tactics here? I don't see any. 18 seconds fighting back is Nicholas, but will it be enough? Just will it be enough here, guys? Is that rook trapped? Does rook e6 check? King d7? Maybe rook takes and rook takes here? Oh, he's barely keeping his rooks alive. Wow. Barely keeping them alive. Rook takes not possible. Rook d8 not possible. We've almost had this position before. Knight f4. But now you can take that and then take on g6. All your troubles are over. Bishop c1 doesn't even threaten anything. Rook e7 just takes. And this is going to be all over for NA. Nicholas Theis is going to go down here. This is it. That's all she wrote. That is all she wrote, guys. And the connection issues to end off the loss. Of course, EU had to DDoS just to make sure. Agent JL with a rebranding. He's feeling like a brand new NM. He's not your boy Agent anymore. He's not your boy Agent. Let's take a look from I Am Baldrick's perspective. He is the guy that needs to play for the EU prosperity right now. We got a young national master, Agent JL, ready to take him out. NA has to say thank you to Nicholas Theis for a big performance. He went on fire. He took out a lot of the Europeans, but now he's passed the ball to Agent JL to finish off the job. He has thrown the ball to Agent JL. We are all Baldrick on this blessed day. Knight f6 played. Agent JL, what can he do? He's playing for NA's honor here. The Europeans rallying behind I Am Baldrick. Will it be enough? Will it be enough? Chants of all hail Baldrick are in the chat. Just want to get a confirmation on Chicago Dave. Is he anywhere to be found? Just in case. We got to get you in the bullpen warming up. Calling Chicago Dave. Won't be needed, said Grenifwin. Chance for Agent JL, who's down on time here. A3, give your bishop some space. A4 he goes for. After this, maybe knight e2. Reroute that knight to g3. Reasonable position here. Pretty balanced. Pretty balanced. Flaneur on looking. Wondering if he will be needed. Summoned into the roster. The Europeans fighting for their life here. Up against the brink of it all. Knight g3 played, but Agent JL is playing very slow. He needs to pick up the pace. He needs to pick up the pace. Bishop c4 played. Will we see a5? He wants to encourage that. Maybe he wants to play bishop to b5. What will Baldrick do? He plays it. Maybe bishop b5. I'm not sure. Still, we always have bishop h6 as an idea. Always have bishop h6. Knight e5 is an idea as well. Takes. Bishop e3. Knight d4. All of these can be taken though. Maybe e5 as well. He goes the... I think takes and bishop e3 is reasonable. Also bishop h6. Then you can play b3, solidify this whole structure. Agent JL, a minute 32, a minute 45 for I Am Baldrick. It is going down to the wire here. It is going down to the wire, and Nicholas is in the chat. He's cheering as well. He did the best he could, but now it's all up to the young boy, the new national master, Agent JL, representing for North America. He is repping for North America, guys. He needs to go faster. He plays c3. He takes. I don't know if I like that move. I would have maybe just gone b3, but he wants to open the file up. He's an aggressive player. Why are we even thinking about this move? Yes, you have to take this way. Maybe b3. This queen is going to slide on over. Maybe this queen needs to as well. Get out of the way. Bishop c6 coming next. b3 I still think is a good move. But he goes for bishop there. And this pawn could come under fire here. Bishop f8 played. This knight needs rerouting. Yes, that knight was doing nothing there. Is he supporting d4? Are we playing bishop there next? Targeting e4. Agent JL only with a minute. Down 20 seconds here. Bishop c6 looks like a big move. Threatening bishop takes e4. Bishop d6 played. I don't get that one. Maybe f3. Solidify that pawn. Get ready for d4. f3 looks like a good move here. Played by Agent JL. He's got 55 seconds, guys. Bishop back. And will he go for this? Does he have it in him? With that queen there, maybe queen e1, king there. He's moving the king out of the way. What is going to happen here? Are we going to see the rook shuffle over? Rook c4 played. Takes. Bishop takes. If bishop takes here, the queen will take back. Agent JL is a speedy player, but he's playing very slow right now. Queen a7. Yes, taking control of the long diagonal. That's actually a fantastic move by Ian Baldrick. Hitting the rook. f6 played. Bishop back. We will see probably bishop e3. No, king to g7. Maybe b3, rook c1. A lot of moves here. Rook c1 would actually be a blunder because of bishop e3. d4 not possible. Bishop e3 taking control here. Queen d1. There's no rook d1. We will see bishop to d2 next, maybe. 35 seconds to 50 seconds. We want to play rook to c1 if you're Agent JL here. After takes, queen takes, hits the bishop. What is he planning to do here? 40 seconds, 32 seconds. Agent JL is a speedster, guys. Will he win it for NA right here, right now? Queen takes d2. We got d4 coming. Bishop to c4, bishop c2. He's got a choice. a4 hangs on bishop c4, bishop c2. There's b3 and knight takes a4. 22 seconds. Agent JL is going in the think tank. Is he going to play queen e3? Goes here. Knight takes a4 is possible. d4 played. Agent JL needs to play a lot faster, buddy. Knight takes. The pawn is hanging. What is he going to do here? e5. Is he going to play knight check? Takes. Knight to c5. Will we see queen to d6 there? No, he goes back. Bishop there. Will we see queen d5? Getting in there with the queen. Agent JL creating some threats. The young boy. Will we see h4? Queen check. Once again, offering a repetition. No, h4 played. h4, a4. He's once again threatening to go to g8. The pawn's going to a3, but the bishop's covering. Will we see g4? Agent JL is gaining some time. He takes on b4. A pawn captured by Agent JL. This is going down to the wire. Will we see g4? King h2. Queen c3 played. 11 seconds, 8 seconds. Agent JL. He takes the queen. What a crazy decision by Agent JL. The king is coming in. But he can't do anything. The bishop against the knight. You're up against NA. What's going to happen here? G4 play. 3 seconds. Agent JL is so slow. It's 4 seconds and 3 seconds. It's going down to the wire. Agent JL is getting the pre-moves in. He knows how to play quickly. And he's going to take down EU. And EU is going down. And it's an NA victory for the boys. The NA squad. Agent JL takes out European Union. And the North Americans come away with a victory. Thanks to Agent JL. Taking out Ian Baldrick in a very, very heated match. Chicago Dave not needed, sitting atop his pretty kingdom, looking down at Agent JL doing work. Even facing the EU DDoS, facing misrepresented ratings, facing the last minute substitution, facing the DSA investigations, NA emerges victorious.
Oh, my.